Today in studio, we're joined by Ismail Mapara, Managing Director of 3M in South Africa. Ismail, welcome to studio.
Thank you. It's my pleasure for being here.
A lot of companies have grappled with creating that culture within a business. How has 3M been successful in terms of inculcating and making that culture part and parcel of the business?
It's the way we want to approach our customers. Okay, I don't think so the other organizations do it, or they do it differently. They are more innovative companies, but I think so we have our own unique culture that makes us different.
Now, when we look at the African continent, where we've got inequality, poverty, joblessness, what's the role do you think innovation can play in alleviating some of those problems?
As the problems and the issues in Africa are unique, I think so that's where we play the best, and we can come up with new products. For example, we're recently working with in a country in Eastern Africa where malaria is a big problem. So now we have come up with a product where we can put up a tag in everybody's pocket to keep away the mosquitoes. Okay, so that was a unique problem to Africa, or to East Africa, and we identified that thing, and now we're working with the government and some of the NGOs to develop a product for that community over there. If it's a success, it's still in a pilot stage, it will become commercialized on that thing. And you know, those kind of issues or problems that we are faced with it in different parts of the world allow us to bring our best into it.
Sticking with Africa, it's often said that that partnership between government, business and society as a whole is critical to solving some of the problems. Do you work with governments and society in other parts of Africa?
Yes, we do. In fact, 2 years back, we made a lot more commitment into Africa by opening up offices in Nigeria and Kenya. And we also deployed few new individuals, team members in places like Angola, Ghana, Zambia, Mozambique, Zimbabwe. So wherever we find there's an opportunity for us to help the business and the community, we have gone and invested into those regions. Now, working with the government is depending upon the opportunity. We do work with them. In South Africa, we have a very strong focus in that space, and we'll continue to work on that thing to make our relationship a lot more bigger on those things.
Earlier on, while we were chatting, you mentioned that there's a huge drive from 3M's part about localization. Can you go into more detail what that entails?
Okay. Localization is a very important piece for our strategic plan going forward 5 years from now. And last year we made some commitment over there that we are going to put a lot more equipment and more specifically for manufacturing to develop products for Africa. So this will allow us two things. One is to be a lot more local, or as they call it, lekker. Okay, and a lot more faster into the market, because our usual model has been to import products from different places of wherever we manufacture. So we have different sources of supplies ranging from Japan all the way to Europe to US. But now we have committed, and we made the first investments in 2012 where we started up the operations in making local products for Africa. Then we made a much bigger investment last year, and the plan is now to move that level of investment so that we reach to a level in about 5 years' time to about 45 to 50% of our products will be made in South Africa for Africa, and that will make us a lot more local.
And is South Africa being used as a hub for manufacturing and exporting to the rest of the continent?
In South Africa, 3M has been here for over 60 years. In fact, we will be completing our 61 years. So we have a lot of roots and ground that we can leverage upon it as compared to other parts of Africa at this point of time. So we want to further expand, because a lot of expertise and talent is in South Africa, and we want to leverage that thing and use it for Africa. And as the new countries emerge and develop, we would like to move some of those technologies and some of those resources in those countries.
Ismail, globally there is a war for talent, if you can call it that, where the most talented individuals are sought who drive innovation. How's 3M been able to recruit and retain some of those best brains out there?
That's our biggest issue. globally, and any multinational like 3M would have the same one. So we are not any different. However, but but the way we are trying to overcome this challenge is to do our hiring at different levels. So we hire some people at a startup level when they have graduated or have their diploma courses, or some people in their mid-career level. And we bring and try to acquire those talents and try to retain them. At the same time, we have had few talent for over 40 years in our organization. So so those talents are retiring or they're going away on this thing. So what do? We get team, and we have an overlap period where there's a shift of knowledge or transfer of knowledge from old 3Mer to a new 3Mer, and we're continuously working on that one to make it happen.
And in terms of the new markets that you spoke about that you've entered, the East Africa, the Nigerias and Zimbabwe and so on, has it been easy for you to recruit some of the African talent, especially from the diaspora?
Let me give you an example. Like say when we went into Nigeria, that was about 2 years back, the person who led that team was from South Africa, so it was within the African talent. And then when he went in there, all the team members that he hired was from Nigeria. So our motto or our way of doing things in 3M is very simple, that we go after the local talent. Otherwise, we are not able to sustainable. Okay, so in the last I would say 2 years, he has about 15 people. So I think so him and another person is from South Africa. Other than that, everybody is local. And that's how we want to continue on those things. Even if you see it in South Africa, we have been here for 60 years. There's only 2 people from outside. And other than that, everybody is local. And that's how we want to be as local as possible, because the local team knows the market much better, knows the culture much better of the countries. They know the customers much better, and of course they know the industries and the markets much better on that thing.
Ismail, would love to chat some more, but unfortunately we've run out of time. But thank you for being on the show.
Okay, thank you very much.